All right, so I've got quite a few cases here. I'm gonna try to keep this as quick as possible, but still go over the details that I hope matter to you. It's the stuff that I look for in a case when I go to buy one. I'll have minute marks in the video description if you want to skip to particular kind of cases that I'm talking about. Links will be in the description as well if you want to pick one of these up for yourself or find out more information about it. So I'm going to start with the one that I've been using the most so far, and that is the Samsung Latercase. This is one of those freebies that I got when I ordered the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. That's a mouthful, so we'll just go with 22 Ultra. Sound good? All right, so what I like about the OEM cases is that usually they're pretty high quality, and I love the leather case. It fits it like a glove. The buttons are nice and tactile, so they get a nice press to it, so that's definitely important to me. You get nice access to your S Pen, so you get no issues pulling that out. You've got great access to all the ports on the bottom for your USB-C. It's got a good cutout for your speaker. As far as the edges go, you've got a good edge here on the top and bottom, but it definitely does not come up over the edge on the sides, which is fine because it's got that curved glass kind of design to it. As far as the back goes, the cutouts pretty much smooth out the camera bumps. There's no camera bump at all when you're using this case. It's just pretty nice, flat and smooth. So it's pretty nice aspect about that part. You've got a little Samsung branding here on the back as well. So it's a really nice minimalistic kind of look to it, which I'm a fan of. This next case is the Smart LED View cover. This is also made by Samsung. It's gonna have kind of like the same design as the open face leather cover, but you're gonna have a flip view cover that actually has a few different options. What's really cool is you get this LED time. It's really, I love that. It's pretty cool. So when you close it, you can see the time on the front. It's really nice, clean, super minimalistic look. I love minimalism. I like simple designs. So I'm a big fan of this case. Other than the fact, I'm actually not a fan of flip covers. That's just my preference. But if you're going to get a flip cover, this is definitely one that you might want to consider. You also get a billfold here, so you can put some cards, cash, receipts, other paperwork of whatever sort that you want to try to use that for. Now the buttons take a little bit of extra effort to press, so that's something to keep in mind. It's got a nice cutout for all the different ports, full access to S Pen, charging port, speaker. It is very minimalistic. I like the slim, sleek design of it. It feels good. It's got a decent leather smell to it. It's not my favorite or the best I've ever heard of or smelled of. But what's neat too is like when you open it up, it activates the screen. So I like that a lot. It folds over. Now, don't be that person that, one of the things I don't like about flip covers is that when you're taking a picture, you're gonna flip open the entire cover and you got this big, massive thing just in front of you. Again, one of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of it. Also, you got to flip it all the way open. You have to hold it. Again, it's just a preference thing, but I definitely like this if you like this sort of thing. I'm talking way too much about this. Let's move on to the next case. Next up is the S-View flip cover, also made by Samsung. All right, so this is kind of like the other one. It's minimalistic, but it's got a full window for that front display. So installation so far in these cases are really easy, so I like that a lot. So you can see that there. You can activate it by touching the power button and stuff. It's definitely a good looking case. I like again, the minimalistic, sleek design, all the different aspects. It feels good. OEM cases, they just make high quality stuff. Another thing that I like about these cases, these flip covers, is that you get a cutout for your speaker grill. You can actually take a call in here without flipping the whole cover open to take a call. So I like that a lot too. As I'm going, let me know what case you like, if you have questions, and your favorite features of what you look for in a case. I'll be active in the comments, but if you leave a comment, I'll try to leave a reply. So there we go. All right, we got one more from Samsung, and I'm actually kind of curious about this one. This one is the silicone cover with a strap. You can actually get different straps for this. This is the one that's going to come with, but you can go to the website or other sources and get a different color, different design. I was wondering if this was stretchy or not. It's not, just like it feels like a seat belt in a sense. It's a silicone case. It's got a smooth, soft touch to it. The buttons feel really nice and tactile, so good job with that. So what's neat about this is like you can use it as kind of like just to hold the phone, hold the phone. And if you need to, I don't know, Like, it's hard. I like this more than a pop socket. I'll give you that. Or other loops that I've seen. The other loops I've seen, it just kind of, I don't know, not as comfortable, but this one actually feels really comfortable. I have big hands, I'm 6'3", 6'4", and my hands are just kind of massive compared to most people, but I would say 2 fingers feels pretty good with this loop. Some people might be able to comfortably fit 3, but 2 is definitely what I would end up using. It might be the case I end up using more. Just like the other stuff, like Samsung is pretty consistent with their cutouts, their buttons, the smoothness on the back as far as the cutouts for the cameras, S Pen, all that kind of stuff. So that's really cool. If you need that to go flat so that we can use wireless charging. Which case brand is your favorite? Do you have a go-to? Do you like to try to mix it up? Get different experiences. Watch videos like this to see what people think. Some of these cases were sent to me, some of them I bought because I just wanted to include some of my favorites, some of the ones that you might want to pay attention to. And I'll let you know which ones were sent to me. Let's go with the Mous case. This is actually new to the channel. I want to say I got one other Mous case before. I think it was for the iPhone 13 Pro, and it was pretty good. I liked it. This one is the walnut color, and links will be all in the description if you're interested in picking up any of these cases. You can click on that. Out of the cases I've used, like in years, or even just in this kind of batch, this has been one of my favorites. I'm a big fan of texture. I like wood, I like leather. Back in the day when you had the OnePlus One, the sandstone back, that was my all-time favorite back. You know, we could go down memory lane, but texture is what matters to me the most. I don't like plastic, I don't like the grimy feel that it leaves, the fingerprints, all that kind of stuff. So this has been one of my favorites, and it conforms to the phone really well. So that's another big plus about this case. I definitely would recommend it. It is pricey, like you're paying freaking like 60 bucks for this thing. As far as the design, the look, I'm a fan. I like the wood back. It has accent colors for your power and volume rocker. It's raised above the screen on the top and bottom, so if you do place it face down, you got some protection there. It's got nice access to the sides of the phone. Let's see if I can get this going. It just feels nice, smooth and natural. It doesn't feel like it obscures or obstructs the way. The buttons are very nice and tactile, so I'm a fan of that as well. S Pen, easy to get to. Nice cutouts for your charging port and speaker. Next up is our trusty brand Otterbox. Sad to say, the contact that I've had with Otterbox has gone missing. They've got a different job or something. I've tried to reach out to Otterbox and get them to send me stuff so I can include it into videos like this or other content that I'm creating, and just not having much luck with that anymore. So it happens. No, I'm not complaining whatsoever. I enjoyed working with them in the past, but I still like their product, so I want to still demonstrate it. And it's just a solid go-to as far as protection goes. They've gotten really better about their buttons. They used to be kind of hard to press, but now they're nice and tactile, so that's really good. I'm confident that this will protect the phone. So I like that. Well, I know someone's gonna be like, well, do a drop test. I'm not gonna do a drop test. I paid 1,500 freaking bucks for this phone. I'm not gonna take a chance on it, like just to prove a point. But I feel like it's going to protect anyways. It feels good, it's minimal and protective, which is good. Like, I'm a fan of minimalism. My biggest complaint maybe would be that it's got a smooth back. It's got that hard plastic kind of feel to it. So again, no texture or anything like that. Another judging point that I'm gonna make with a lot of these cases is that I want to see MagSafe implemented into every phone case at this point, whether it's Android or Apple. MagSafe is the best accessory ecosystem out there, hands down. It's what I use all the time. As a matter of fact, it's like I have 2 primary phone lines, so let's get that out of the way. My secondary line into this phone, my secondary SIM card, whatever. I would use it as my main phone if I had MagSafe, because I've invested into the MagSafe system, my car mount, my charging, my wallet, all the different kind of accessories I like to use is MagSafe. So I want to see that. So I'm actually going to be judging case companies with that aspect, that I need to have some MagSafe in everything now. MagSafe all the things, hashtag that. Anyways, back to the phone case. I'm still a fan of everything else about it. It's got good edge protection. It's raised above the screen. It feels good in the hand as far as like not adding too much bulk. Moving on to Latercase. This is actually new to the channel. I've never had this case brand on the channel, so I'm excited about trying it out. It's one of the thinnest cases you can get for any phone. It's like ridiculously thin. So if you're basically just looking for some scratch protection, this is a good bet. I like the feel of it. It's got the carbon fiber feel. It's got a grippiness on the sides, even as thin as it is. But you can have full access. It's cutouts for the power and the volume rockers, and anything on the top and bottom is full access. There's nothing hindering the bottom or anything like that. So it kind of comes with that weird plastic smell. So hopefully that wears off over time. VRS, I appreciate you guys. You guys have been part of the channel for a while, and I appreciate the support. These are some ones that were sent to me. This one is the Damda Glide, the Hybrid series. All right, so this is an interesting design. It's got a wallet back where you can fit some cards. Looks like probably fit about 3 in there. And I believe you got a kickstand as well. So you got a kickstand for there. I don't think you can put it sideways. Yeah, this is gonna collapse that way. So you got portrait support that way. It's definitely bulky. So if you're not afraid of a bulky device, this case will not offend you at all. Buttons feel really nice and good. You've got good edge protection on all edges, really. It's not really raised above the, it's pretty much flush with the screen on the sides. Now there's a pretty deep port that goes into the charging port, the speaker. Then you got a nice smooth access to your S Pen, so that's good. Next up, we've got the TerraGuard made by VRS Design. And you got quite a few different kind of elements to this. You got great protection, it's one piece, it's lightweight, you got button sensitivity, and you got some premium materials. This case definitely gives the vibe of UAG, which is fine because I do like UAG, and UAG is another one of those that just kind of lost touch with. They used to send stuff out, and man, I like their stuff. I've actually bought things like theirs with my own money because I like their brand. Anyways, buttons feel good, got great edge protection all the way around, access to the S Pen, deeper than normal cutout for the USB port and also the speaker. The cameras are definitely going to be protected on this as well. Got nice grips on the sides, and you even have touch points on the back to where it kind of helps with gripping the phone. The S22 Ultra is definitely a large phone, so sometimes even with my big hands, I like to have something just a little bit extra touch points to help keep my hands attached to it and not have the phone slip out. All right, so this next one, again by VRS Design, is the Quick Stand Pro. All right, so it's kind of a thick TPU design case. Buttons feel great. Got a kickstand in the middle this time. So that's gonna be good for those that really like it to be in landscape mode. Clicks in place so it's not gonna flop around. Great edge protection, rugged design for sure. Now this case is just like the green one that we saw, so I'm not gonna go over all the details, it's just a different look. In case you want a different color, this is what it's gonna look like. Black with black, not a bad option. This one is the Glide Pro. So there's that slide case, and it's got like a spring action to it to where, one, it's loud, but it's easy to access. It's like, don't be discreet about opening up your wallet. Like, hey everybody, let me pay for everybody's meal. Whack. Buttons feel good. Great edge protection. Got nice grip. Definitely bulky. Dang, that's loud. My biggest complaint about built-in wallet stuff like this is that you miss out on wireless charging. I use wireless charging for everything. As I said, I use MagSafe, but if I'm not using MagSafe, I'm using a regular wireless charger. So that's gonna hinder that side of it. Just to keep that kind of stuff in mind if you're looking for cases like this. That's why I like that MagSafe system, because the wallet that I use is the MagSafe wallet, and I can take it off and on my phone, have it in my pocket if I want to. I just like those kind of options. This is the TerraGuard Crystal, and it's the clear case. So you clear case fans out there, this one's gonna be for you. If you are just an absolute fan of the color of your device, this is a case for you. However, I mean, I don't know, I'm not a fan of clear cases. It's just my preference. Yes, I like the design of the phone, but this doesn't really complement it that well in my opinion. Let's go over the features that are good about it though. Ideas that you could do with a clear case is you could put a photo in the back, you could put other images, whatever you want to do, and you can see it in there. Now this does have one of the best grips out of some of these cases that we've experienced so far in this video. So that's good, I like that a lot. And the buttons are very tactile, so no complaints there. You've got great access to all your ports. Easy to get to the S Pen. Edge protection all the way around. Let me know if you're a clear case person. Personally, I'm not, as I've said too many times. All right, that's all of VRS Design. Let's move on to Poetic. And Poetic is another one that has sent out these cases, so I appreciate them. I also appreciate that they've actually been on the channel quite a bit. And while I'm not the biggest fan of some of their designs, I know that some of y'all like it, so that's why I include it into these kind of videos. This particular case is the Poetic Spartan. All right, so we got some accessories to go with this. So it looks like we're gonna have some screen protection. It's got a built-in screen protector where normally I'm not the biggest fan of built-in screen protectors at all. So this is cool. They have an option for the built-in screen protector or not. I like the or not, because I actually like to put screen protectors on the phone. I don't like these kind. So most of the time they just, like the responsiveness isn't to my liking. So I'm not gonna worry about this part. Just know that you can put a built-in screen protector on it if you want to. All right, what you're gonna wanna do is put the frame on first. That kind of fits around the device, and then put it down into the bigger portion here. Multi-layer protection. You're gonna have pretty good protection with this style case. One, you got a port cover, so if you're in like environments to where, you know, just a lot of dust and things like that, this will help give you some extra protection in those areas. Full access to your S Pen, deeper cut for your speaker. Definitely got some great edge protection here. See how the buttons feel? The buttons feel great, no complaints there. You got some nice grip points on the sides, some nice touch points on the back, and you got a kickstand. So you can use it like so, it kind of clicks in place, but it's also strong enough to where you can use it in both landscape and horizontal. Landscape is horizontal. Landscape and vertical. I really like the fact that they give you the option to put a screen protector, built-in screen protector or not. Like that improvement, Poetic, good job. This is the Poetic Neon Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra Note. It's quite a name. It's the Poetic Neon. Totally different packaging what they used to do. Different design. So we got an orange like highlight or accent color. It feels like it's it's two different layers. So you got a hard shell and you got a TPU rubber material on the inside. That feels good. It's got nice grips on the side. You get some different kind of texture that helps that grippiness. On the back, you got some other like rubber materials or plastic materials here too, so that does help with some grip. At least if you're holding it here. Normally, if I'm holding a phone, like most people, you got your pinky down here, and that's the position. So what I would have done if I was them is have this part a little further up or extend it. Anyways, so, you know, it's definitely a protective case. You got full edge protection all the way around. It's raised above the screen on the top and bottom. The buttons feel fine, nice and clickable, tactile feel. There's full cutouts for your charging, speaker, and your S Pen. This S Pen cutout, you're pretty much gonna have to go directly into the hole and then punch it, versus like some of the other ones have like a side cutout. Pretty solid case, I like this design. This is maybe one of my more preferred Poetic cases that they've made. So good job, Poetic. I do like it when companies include stuff like this. They want you to be successful with their product. So scan that if you want instructions. This is the Poetic Revolution, and you're gonna have the option of a built-in screen protector and no screen protector. So I like this Poetic. This is a great change that you've adapted to, because I don't know if they've listened to my videos or other people feel the same way, that I don't like built-in screen protectors. So it's really nice that you have the option with it. So if you really like this style of protection, but you don't want that built-in screen protector, this is gonna be nice. So for this, easy way to remember what's what is that these little prongs here, that's gonna be the bottom for the charging port area. And you're just gonna put the frame around the phone and then put on the rubber side. You're gonna wanna go with the charging port side down first. That's the most activity going on, I guess the best way to put it. Probably not the best way to put it, but this way I'm putting it. All right, so this actually snapped into place pretty easy. So that was good. The rubber just kind of went right in place on the frame, so that's really cool. So some standout features of this case is that you have a charging port cover. You got a good protection for your S Pen area, a nice deep cutout for your speaker grill. It is raised above the screen on the top and bottom, but you got pretty good extension from the sides as well. So you got really good impact protection. You got reinforced corners. Buttons feel pretty good and tactile, a little bit of extra effort. All right, so on the back side, you have a kickstand, and you just kind of basically just got to pry open this part here, and that's gonna get you all set for the kickstand. And it's gonna be one of those that you can go portrait and horizontal, so that's really cool. Nice deep cutout for your camera area. It's definitely one of those kind of cases that you're not gonna wanna take off and on very often, which I'm the type that likes to change things up most of the time. Sidetrack note to that. So this is my iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is a Nomad case. It's their rugged leather case that they have. This is primarily the only case that I use with this phone. And one of the main reasons is because it has a digital business card built in. I use it all the time. It's kept me using this because I use it on a regular basis. With my media company that I have, I don't like carrying around business cards, so that's been a really clutch feature that I've had with this case. So I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in this. Little extra info for you in case you wanted it. If not, sorry you had to listen to that. All right, last case from Poetic is the Guardian. Nice clear back. Again, you have the option, all kinds of plastic crap. You have the option of going with a built-in screen protector or no built-in screen protector. So this is what that case looks like. I'm gonna leave this nice and clean. You get the idea of what this is. It's gonna be pretty close to this guy here, just minus the kickstand, and it has a clear back. So this is an LT case, and this is the Ultra Gemini. What I like about it is that it fits like a glove. The buttons are very tactile, one of the best ones out of this whole bunch. But the problem is, and hopefully you can maybe see it, is that it just leaves kind of fingerprints and stuff. It kind of gets a little grimy. So I don't like that side of it. I like my stuff that can clean as much as possible, and it's hard to clean. So that's my biggest gripe about this case. Other than that, it's really solid. It's very protective and minimalistic at the same time. It's raised above the screen. Again, the buttons are very tactile. Probably one of the best ones out of this whole bunch. The cutouts are good. It's a solid case. Like, you're definitely gonna get good protection. I'll bring up one more point that I don't prefer about this, is that it does kind of have like a slippery feel to it. And it just kind of depends on how your hands are feeling at the time. You know, if your hands are cold and dry, it's more slippery. So this case, I'm actually kind of excited about because it's one of the very few that has MagSafe installed. So I love that fact. I hate that it's a clear case. MagSafe options, like here, I got my wallet with me right now. So you can use MagSafe with it, with you know, different accessories like that. If you got the MagSafe charger, MagSafe mounts, anything MagSafe, you can use it. And it's a pretty strong magnet too, so it's not gonna go anywhere. It's actually kind of takes quite a bit of effort to just get the wallet off. MagSafe, big points for that. I wish every single case would have MagSafe on it. Other things about this case is the buttons are, you know, it's tactile. It's just a typical TPU style case, and it's clear. So you're gonna get some dust, grimy looking stuff on it, and you're just gonna have to clean it on a regular basis. It's got good protection. I'm not mad at the case, but I'm probably still not gonna use it as a daily driver, even though it has MagSafe. Just has that plastic feel to it that I just don't like. I'm not even sure how to say the name of this case. This is I'll just have to leave a link in the description. I can't remember the name of this case, but it's a dark brown leather TPU hybrid type style case. It's got that leather feel to it. It's definitely fake leather, it's not real leather. It doesn't even smell like real leather, but I like the texture, so that's another key factor. Remember that I was talking about, I like texture. The other thing I like about this case is that it's pretty minimal. Like, there's not too much bulk around it at all. It's got a nice feel to it. Buttons are nice and tactile. It's slightly raised above the screen, not too much. On the sides, you just have basically scratch protection, a little bit of impact protection. And you know, that's about it about this. You got, you know, all your regular cutouts for your ports at the bottom. So it's definitely a nice minimalistic case. I like the brown and black kind of style stuff anyways. And I think it matches well with the black peeking out with the black rim. It looks pretty nice. I like the color combo here. That is all the cases. It's quite a bit, isn't it? These case haul videos, goodness, they take a while to get through. The recordings are almost an hour long. And then I have to edit everything down. So it's quite a bit, but I like to put it all in one video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. Let me know what your favorite case is, and let's go over my top 3 cases for the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra out of this bunch. All right, so my favorite cases out of this bunch goes to the Mous case. I really like the design. I think it's high quality. The wood, the walnut back, I like that texture. I like that multi-material kind of use. I like the color accents. It's a nice looking case. It's minimalistic, doesn't take up too much space, but still protective. Next goes to the Samsung leather case that doesn't have a cover. Again, I don't like flip covers for just everyday use, but I really like this. It's thin. It fits the phone like a glove. All these actually fit the phone like a glove. It's a very nice feeling. The next goes to the flip cover, just because I like the digital clock that when you close the phone up, and again, doesn't add a lot of bulk. It's leather, it's high quality. So my top 3 cases goes to the Mous, the leather case, and then the flip cover. Out of the bunch that I've talked about, what's your top 3 out of this video? Let me know in the comments, and I can't wait to see what your opinions are. And also, let me know why it's your favorite. That's definitely something I want to hear from you, is why you like these particular cases. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that fun stuff that you know what to do. And if there's a particular case that you want me to cover on this channel or some other means or way, let me know down in the comments as well. Let all the comments just happen in the video. Anyways, I'm signing off so I can go ahead and get ready for my next thing. So much to do, so little time. I'm also making content over at TikTok and Instagram Reels, some interesting stuff. I also try to put out on YouTube Shorts, just some fun, interesting videos that I can make with this kind of stuff. So I got a plan for all these. It might be something similar to the last case haul video that I did with the iPhone. Loved how that one turned out. And I'm gonna stop talking now. Bye.